In this section, we are going to learn how to set up our workspace. So we will start by studying Fusion 3D environment, its various tabs and toolbox locations, and how we can create new projects. So we are going to consider the user interface. Alright, so we are going to consider some key components in the user interface. So once we've opened Fusion, straight away we are presented with the modeling environment. So in the very center, we have the 3D environments. Now this we are going to be doing the sketching and then the modeling. And also at the bottom, we have a panel of display tools such as the pan, the orbits, and others. We'll be considering each of these and their mouse or their keyboard shortcuts throughout this course. And also to my right, on the right hand side, we have the browser. Now this organizes all of our design elements such as the parts, the body parts, origin, and all of that. And also at the top are the tabs. Right. So the two main tabs we are going to be focusing on is the create sketch and the solid. I mean the create sketch under the solid here. Why? Because these are essentially 2D sketch and then 3D modeling. The create is for the 2D sketching and the solid is for the 3D modeling. Okay. So under each tab is a series of tools relating to that tab. That each tab is a series of tools relating to that tab. Yes, right. Okay, so finally we are going to consider sketching. Alright, planes, lines, and dimensions. You are going to consider the default plane selection, how to get your default plane selection, the line tool, and then sketching, linear and angular dimensions, and finally saving with the project folder, the folder we created earlier. So let's head over to create sketch. So we can see that over here we are presented with 3 2D planes, which we are supposed to choose one to sketch our design on. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and select this plane here. Now, choosing the right plane is dependent on the orientation of your objects. So depending on how you want your objects to be oriented, you select your plane. Yes, but now for the sake of this lecture, I'm obviously going to use the XZ plane. Now the first tool we are going to consider is the line tool. Right, so when we come up here, you can see the line tool over here. Now the shortcuts on the keyboard is L. So if I come over to the workspace and I hit L on the keyboard, you can see the line tool has been selected. Alright, so yes, let's go ahead and draw a line. So we're going to start from the origin. Now the origin is where the x-axis meets the y-axis. So I'm going to left click once and then drag the line to wherever I want it to be. Okay, so we can edit the dimensions. You can see that the length has been highlighted, 81.356. Let's see, I want to give it a different dimension. Let's say I want to give it a dimension of 70. I can do that. Yes, and also the dimensions are 2. You can choose to edit the angle as well. So while still pressing it, I'm going to select the tab 2. So I'm going to press the tab and then yes, I can edit the angle too. So let's make it 150. Sorry. Yes, and you can see that our line has been drawn. And also we can edit our dimensions, that is the length and then the angle. How do we do that? You simply come over here where the line has been drawn. I'm going to click on it. So let's say we want to change this dimension here. We simply double click on the value and then we can alter the length. Let's make it 8. Hit enter. And then yes, it has changed. How about the angle? You click on the line again, come to where you have the angle, double click on it, and we can change the angle as well. Enter. Yes, so that is it with the line tool. So I'm going to redo whatever I've done and then do it again. Okay, so once again I'm going to press my shortcut key on the keyboard, L. I'll bring it to the center. I'm going to left click once and then drag it. Let's give it a length of 70. Sorry, 70, not 7. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to press the tab so that I can get to change the angle as well. Now we have enter. Alright, so that's it about the line 2. Yeah, so there are two ways of exiting the line 2. You can simply press escape and it will be exited, or you can choose to right click and then press OK, and then it will be exited as well. Now let's say we've drawn a line but we don't want the line again. How do we delete it? So I'm going to left click once and drag the box across the line I want to delete. So you're going to see a box which has dotted border. Alright, it has been selected now, and I can simply hit the delete key on my keyboard, and you can see that it has been deleted. Yes.